Hello YouTube. I know you're probably shocked with the title of this video, but I thought, I'm going to do one more video and it will be the last video based on this study about black women being ugly by Dr. Kawasaki. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, 2 years ago, I quote 2 years ago, I made a video one day when I came home when it was headline news and all over the place that black women were ugly, and it was a study by this professor, and it just was like viral. And 2 years later, I've decided to do another video just to answer a lot of the questions, because after 60,000 views, you must understand I've had hundreds of messages, and unfortunately because I have an iPhone, I get them via email, so it's quite interesting. So for 2 years, I've had to read a lot of bullshit from different people. So I just thought I'd address it and answer some questions so I don't have to keep typing back to people. So I'll start. I did the video because I was pissed off because it went viral and it was on the news, and it was on loads of different newspapers, and it was just everywhere as if it was like news about an earthquake or war had broke out. And I just thought it was pathetic, and I just thought there was agenda behind it, and it just pissed me off. And the same day that it happened is the same day, or the same time it happened is the same time I did the video, because I was annoyed, and I had a husky voice because I had a cold as well. I just was in a bad mood, and I just thought like I just wanted to vent out. So I did that video. First and foremost, I'm quite aware, which I was aware before. I was aware when I titled the video "Black Women Are Ugly" that it would attract some people that I may not have wanted to be watching the video. So I've attracted Ku Klux Klan members from all over America. I've had some beautiful messages from you Ku Klux Klan members about hanging me from a tree and burning me alive. I can't blame you for feeling that way because it's in your blood. I can't blame you for what your daddy taught you. I bet you want to burn me and put me on a postcard like your ancestors. Anyway, thank you Ku Klux Klan members. Then I have messages from the BMP. I have messages from Nazis and other far-right racist groups. And I'm sure that's because they were probably typing on YouTube, yeah, I want to see who think black women are ugly today or whatever. And then they came onto my video and got like a bit disappointed because I wasn't really supporting the title. It's called Reverse Psychology. Anyway, so I don't know what messages to start with first or not, but you know what? First of all, there's a message from I'll just read a recent message that I got. The reason why I'm going to choose this message to reply to is because what this guy dictates in his message is like a mixture of a lot of other negative messages I get separately, but he put it in all one message. So I will share this message with you YouTubers. This message is from a YouTuber who calls himself Phantom of the Phantom. He spelled the first Phantom with an F. Anyway, let's get into it. He tells me, "You're a filthy fucking African, you black demon big nose bitch. You're so ugly you need straight hair to look decent. You're going to be chipped soon. You are already monitored in the UK. You're a Hamite and I'm a Hebrew Israelite. The chosen people of the Lord went into slavery and soon will put you into slavery, bitch. Fucking bush bitch with a plate in your lip." We'll stop there and we'll continue in a minute. Well, I'll address the demon thing. I'm not a demon, but if I was, I'd be haunting the hell out of you right now. I don't need straight hair to look decent. My hair's not straight right now. I look decent. Maybe you should not worry about that and worry about getting an education. Being chipped soon. Very interesting point. Now, he says we're already being monitored here in the UK. I've lived in America. Yes, right now I'm in the UK where I was educated and born. Now, what you need to understand is that when it comes to politics, England and America are brothers and sisters, if not twins. Anything one does, the other does. They go hand in hand, but that is a whole nother video, because politics, if you don't understand just the basis, you're already going to be one of their, mannequins that they're going to be testing their proposals on, because you don't understand it. Now, the whole chipping thing, I knew about it when I was probably 10 years old, and it's just coming to pass slowly but surely. You'll probably be chipped. I'm not disputing that people may not be chipped in England in the future, but it depends on how spiritual and where your mind is. When they say you can't live in your home anymore, or eat or buy food or put petrol in your car unless you get chipped, I'm sure most of the population will be like, yeah, I'll get chipped. So, and enjoy your free healthcare. It's been said that they're going to try and introduce some type of chip in order for you to get free healthcare. And England's been getting free healthcare for decades. Okay, let's continue where I left off. So I answered that part. I'm a Hamite and you're a Hebrew Israelite. Now, what I know about the whole special movement with the Israelite crap, I'm not really interested in, because there's so many different branches of your, this new group that you guys have organized, and to me, a lot of it is so ridiculous. I can't comprehend it, because through research, a lot of it don't make sense. So, you say that the people who were enslaved are the chosen people of the Lord. Well, most of the people that were enslaved are dead now, like your great-great-great-grandmother, and I doubt it's you. And the black race were not the only race who were enslaved. And Americans were not the only people who were enslaved. There's Americans, there's Haitians, there's South Americans, there's Aborigines, there's Tasmanians who are all dead now. There's New Zealanders. There's a lot of native people who were enslaved. And I doubt the Lord's people would be talking like that to me. Anyway, my race sticks their head in cow's ass, you fucking umfafu bitch. You copy the pretty white woman. Ha ha, you're ugly and black. We slave descendants are better than you in everything. This person needs mental help, because my race sticks their ass. I mean, I don't know how he even knows this stuff, because I don't know what race he's talking about, because it's not my race. It's not the race I am. I don't know what he's talking about, but he probably watched some National Geographic channel, which went to some derelict tribe in the middle of nowhere, but I don't think it was Nigeria. We don't stick our asses in cows. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The person sounds quite confused to me. Now, this whole we black slave descendants are better than you doesn't mean anything to me, because in America, there's a lot of black people, and some black people are from the diaspora. Their parents were not American. They've, just like the Mexicans, they've gone to America to live the American dream. So, I've got American family, but where do they come from? It's bullshit. We set trends, you emulate us. When was the last time you seen an African win boxing, dancing, or any sport except running marathons? Well, the last time I saw Africans win something was in the Olympics. They won a lot of medals. And also, Nigeria won the African Cup of Nations in football, which you call soccer. And I'm not really into sports like that, but there's a lot of Africans winning things. And I'm sure there's African Americans from an African diaspora, which are also winning things. I mean, this person sends me loads of messages, and I don't understand why. If you hate me so much, if you think I'm so ugly and you can't bear to see my big nose and my big lips, then it's so simple. All you have to do is come off my channel. This is the issue. I have to deal with racist black people. I have to deal with racist white people from white groups. So there is a big problem with a lot of people. This is just one message out of loads that I have to deal with. And I just think it's sad, but all it's done is confirm to me that I'm living in a world that is a cesspool of shit. And my motto for me personally on who I am is, it's hard to be a wolf when you're living in a world of sheep. It's so hard being a wolf in a world of sheep. But you know what happens to sheep? They're led to the slaughter. There's another thing there's a message that I get very frequently from racists, which I think is really funny, when they tell me go back to Africa. It's my favorite message, really, because I do go back to a country in Africa, and I'm due to go back soon. And yes, I do go back to Africa, but if you mean I should go back and never return, like go back permanently, we can agree to that. That's alright. But the thing is, if I'm supposed to go back to Africa and never return and take everybody else with me, the only way I would agree to that deal with not traveling anywhere is if everybody just gives back the land that they don't own. So that means all you white people in America have to leave America, and the black people can give it back to the natives. That means all the Australians need to go and give it back to the Aborigines. That means all the Spanish people, Spanish descendants in South America have to go. Everybody's got to go back to where they came from. You know, that's the only way. And then at the same time, we cannot be taking things from each other's country as well. That's the deal. No oil, no diamonds, nothing, okay? No third world labor, no chocolate, no cocoa, no cocaine, nothing. Also, another interesting message is when I get from people who are like, I'm ratchet. This made up word ratchet, which I'm sure stands for ghetto, is something that I'm far from. But it's quite funny because you wish I was the stereotypes that you see. So, you know, it's nothing wrong with like being proud of who you are. I don't have to degrade another race or anybody to love being who I am. I don't need to prove anything, because the reality is those black people or those racist groups or whoever they are will never change their minds on how they feel. So you're already a lost cause. So there's no point me convincing you. You understand? I don't delete anybody's messages on my page because I think it's important that the world realizes how crazy people are. So you can just see. I could block people. I don't give a damn. When I don't want to look at messages no more, as soon as I see the same YouTuber's name, I delete it before I even open it. So it's the waste of their time, not mine. I think what the real problem is that I'm up on YouTube and I'm not upset and I'm not doing a black male bashing video. I'm not doing a anti any race video. I'm proud of everything I am. I don't have a problem having a flat nose. I don't have a problem having big lips. I love who I am, and I think that hurts all the people who are just like me, who hate themselves. I don't care about all this hair propaganda. I don't care. What I think is important, apart from just aesthetics, is how educated you are, how much knowledge do you have, and what is your purpose in this world. What do you think you've been sent here to do? Then I've noticed there's this strange agenda with this black men hating black women, and you know, that's not gonna steer my mind in any way, because I still love black men. I love them to death. I still love Americans. I still love Africans. I still love black British. I still love everybody. And the white folks are okay too, the ones who ain't racist. Even the straight hair, nappy hair thing. Do you know how much I hate the word nappy? Like, I don't even think people, especially American people, should be even using it. Like, so it's like now my hair's classed as ugly and nappy, and then I have braids, and like, it's like there's not a style that I can fucking win with, and I don't really care. I do my hair how I feel, how I choose. It doesn't take away my intellect or my skin tone or who I am. You understand? Like, people might think that, so if I dread my hair tomorrow into dreadlocks, does that make me any deeper or any more educated or black than I am now? No, it doesn't. You got people with dreadlocks who are mass murderers, who are in prison now. You got people with dreadlocks who do pornography. You got people with dreadlocks who don't even like black people. You know, looks can be very deceiving. I learned that a long time ago.
much I'm paid.